of the day.
Then we have this guy. What is this guy's name? He wrote a book about Dan Bongino. Bongino, I think his name is. He wrote a book, and in this book, he apparently had some information about the email server. I have to look up which book this is.
Yeah, I discuss this in the book in one of the final chapters. I think it's the penultimate chapter there, and I wanted to leave the reader with an idea of just how damaging this is, Frank. We're talking about a woman here in Hillary Clinton who a source fed this to me, and I stewed on this for a long time before I decided to write about it. I was very careful and very deliberate in the words I used because, again, hyperbole does us no favors here. But an unimpeachable source, a first-hand source, who told me that the Clintons knew the server was compromised.
Whoa.
Compromised by some very dangerous people who were reading the emails as they were being sourced through that server. She knew it, and she continued to do it.
Now, that doesn't sound realistic to me, but it's out there and it's in a book, so I did want to bring that to the table. And here's, of course, CNN finally on the emails. I think this is maybe Brolf.
Before you go on, I was thinking about that. As that played.
Yeah.
There was a lot of assertions, and it makes nothing but sense to me that the Russians and the Chinese and anybody in between, and God knows who else, feels like, the NSA was all over it.
Yeah.
We're tapped into that thing.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you be? I mean, if you're doing your job, if the Russians are paying attention, they are getting all these emails. There's no question about it, right?
Right.
Right? I said
right. Maybe we should have ask our friend.
Now, assuming that Hillary had some reasonable people and knew kind of what they were doing, and they probably would have warned her or said, we could maybe beef it up or do something, and she didn't want to, or she made the decision. We don't know. But wouldn't it be if she was in cahoots? Because there's a lot of assertions that Bill Clinton and the Chinese were always in bed together, got all of our nuclear secrets and a bunch of stuff from us, missile information. And we bailed out, we kind of set off let's outsource everything to China during that his era. Yeah. That she would just say, no. Maybe she wanted.
How about this? How about this for
the compromise? She wanted to let them spy on us.
How about this? How about make your donation? And, there might be something in my email. That's up to you guys. I might have put something in the draft.
The Clinton Foundation.
I might have put something in the draft folder that you might want to read.
Yeah, well,
that's the way I see it.
Folders you might be interested in.
Yeah. Oh, that would not surprise me at all. I think this is Hillary with Brolf.
Secretary, let's talk about...
Not Brolf, obviously. It's not Brolf. Here we go.
Secretary, let's talk about the issue that has bedeviled your campaign, and that, of course, is the
bedeviled
ongoing investigation into your emails. On Friday, the State Department withheld 22 emails. They didn't release them because of material deemed top secret. I know you've been asked this 6 ways to Sunday along the campaign trail.
Isn't it 6 ways from Sunday? Just out of curiosity.
I've heard this 6 ways from this and that so much recently that I've lost track of the original.
Well, the idea is the Lord created earth on, Sunday is the Lord's day, and then you worked all 6 days after that. I think it's 6 ways from Sunday.
I don't know. I don't think that doesn't sound right.
I looked it up.
You did? It's 6 ways from Sunday?
Yes. But you can say it. It also was quoted as 6 ways to Sunday. You can do it both, I think.
To Sunday along the campaign trail, and I know that you've always said there's nothing there, but your opponents have said that this is big. It's a big deal.
Huge.
How do you convince voters today not to be concerned about this?
Well, Allison, there is nothing new, and I think the facts are quite helpful here. It's a little bit like what the Republicans and others have tried to do with respect to Benghazi. Just a lot of innuendo, a lot of attacks, and I just know that after I testified for 11 hours, answered every question, nothing new came up, and most voters have made up their minds, and I'm grateful for that.
But Secretary Clinton, something
Stop. The beginning of that whole spiel of her, she says the facts are quite useful, and then she never says a fact. She says, and listen to me now. The facts are quite useful.
Let me listen again. Hold on.
A lot of attacks.
Let me go back a little.
It's right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Respect to Benghazi. Are quite helpful here.
Helpful, she says.
That was
helpful.
it, but you missed it.
Yeah, I got it.
Facts are quite helpful here. It's a little bit like what the Republicans and...
She never delivers a fact.
Well, let's see. She has another 30 seconds. Maybe she'll get it at the end. I don't know.
Others have tried to do with respect to Benghazi. Just a lot of innuendo, a lot of attacks, and I just know that after I testified for 11 hours, answered every question, nothing new came up, and most voters have made up their minds, and I'm grateful for that.
But Secretary Clinton, something does seem to be happening with this investigation, or at least the FBI seems to be talking about it more, because in the past week, several media outlets have said that their sources in the FBI say, quote, something's going to happen. What does that mean to you?
It means that people...
And that's what we had on the last show. We had Chuck Scarborough saying that everybody knows, everyone's talking about it. When are you guys going to start? When are you going to start talking about it? This is what she's talking about.
It's going to happen. What does that mean to you?
It means that people are selectively leaking and making comments that have no basis in anything I am aware of. And, I regret that seems to be part of the atmosphere, because we need to, let this inquiry run its course, get it resolved.
It was Joe Scarborough, of course.
Where's her fact that she's going to...
She has no fact. No, of course not. There's no fact.
I like the way she starts it off, though. The facts will... I'll tell you, I can't even... We got to play just the beginning again, because that's a very nicely structured kind of bullshit thing to say.
Okay, let me go to where I think approximately that was. My new board enables me to do all of this with such ease. I totally love it. Here we go. Facts.
It's nothing new, and...
Trail, and I know that you've always said
so much for the new system.
But your opponents have said that this is big. It's a big deal. How do you convince voters today not to be concerned about this?
Well, Allison, there is nothing new, and I think the facts are quite helpful here.
There you go.
The facts are quite helpful here.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. The facts.
There is nothing, Adam, there's nothing new, and the facts are quite helpful.
Do you know something? That is the first time in years you've actually just said my name in a sentence.
Facts are... I always find it annoying when I hear people saying each other's names on a show and you know who they are.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I like it very much. You touched my heart for a moment.
The facts are quite helpful here. I touched your heart.
My heart is filled with love and light. Love and light. Then we have this nice little bit one of our producers sent in to me of Hillary just before she's getting ready for the caucus. Man, this woman is out of control. I guess they threw in 5 Vyvances, a couple of Adderalls.
I am a better candidate, and thanks to you, I will be a better president. I hope you will go. I hope you will stand up for me. I hope you will fight for me. And I promise you this, I will stand up and fight for you every single day of this campaign. And then when we win, I will fight for you in the White House. Thank you, and God bless you.
Damn!
You should play that little the thing. That's okay. You got it. That's your clip of the day. You'll get one.
Oh, thank you. Finally, I got it. Woo! Yeah, celebrate.
Clip of the day.
What do I have to follow it up
The
with?
Howard Dean go, woo!
Oh, the Dean scream.
It would be perfect at the end.
Oh, hold on. Dean scream. All right. Let's try this again. That is so beautiful what she's doing there.
That was
I
great.
am a better candidate, and thanks to you, I will be a better president. I hope you will go. I hope you will stand up for me. I hope you will fight for me. And I promise you this, I will stand up and fight for you every single day of this campaign. And then when we win, I will fight for you in the White House. Thank you, and God bless you.
Well, she better calm down, man. She's going to bust a gut over that. Yeah, take it easy, girl. You got to take it easy. That's crazy.
If you wake up with the blues, trying to fill your day with news, there's one thing you must remember: no agenda in the morning.
For a healthy, balanced news diet, try NoAgendaShow.com.